Right, guys, another episode of Shellanomics. We are here with episode number 2 in our gaming series. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify. We also stream on Twitch. Today we are being blessed with a record-shattering speed run here. This is new to our channel. This is actually a replay on our streaming friend here at 4N6. This is on his YouTube channel if you'd like to watch the whole video there. We're going to talk about it kind of like John Madden, NFL football player and analyst style here to just relive this phenomenal run, guys. This game usually takes, I would say, people 90 minutes to 2 hours. Our friend here got this done. You'll see the time up there, 53:43. So before we get started, 4N6, how's it going today? And what was your first impression of Shredder's Revenge? This is before you're running.
Hi, my name's Forensics. I'm a speedrunner of the game. I first got into seeing it because Shredder's Revenge because seeing that it was coming out, and I was a big fan of TMNT Turtles in Time, and I was like, oh, that game looks amazing. I definitely want to play that, and I started. I've always been a fan of speedrunning. I used to speedrun or strat find for Super Metroid, very very popular game. And so I was just like, that looks great. I'm gonna play that game. That looks fun, especially since it was co-op. So like I would play with my brother, and we would just start getting better and better, trying to beat the game, and try to get all the achievements or whatnot. And we would watch some speedruns, learn some things, and then eventually became a speedrunner of the game. So
fantastic. How long have you been speedrunning this game? It's only been out for what, about, I want to say maybe 3-4 years. I think Shredder's Revenge has been around.
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 years, I believe, that the game came out. A little bit over that now, I think. I think it came out in June. It's almost been 3 years. I started playing the game since it first came out, but started speedrunning about, I want to say, like 6 months. And no, it was like 6 months.
After the game.
Yeah, after the game came out. Yeah, about 6 months I started actually like speedrunning a game. And me and my brother started off with co-op speedruns. And Snuffit86 is his handle. You can follow him as well. He's a Leo player, and he was an April player as well. But incredible run. He also has a very, very good time of 54:40 for Leo Gnarly arcade mode. And so we started playing co-op, and we're like, man, we're getting pretty good. And we ended up getting world record. We were the first sub an hour. That's before patches, and since then we both went to one player. And since I was always playing Raph because he was one of the strongest characters, and he is the strongest character currently. He has a lot of things that make him strong. I'll explain that into great detail later, but. Yeah, that's why I started playing Raph, and that's what got me into speedrunning one player.
Very nice. So you got Leonardo, your brother over there too. So you got Leonardo and Raph on gnarly mode here. So why gnarly mode? Why make this harder on yourselves? And how long? Since this is a replay here, we can actually talk about that too before we deep dive into it. How long did it take you to get this good? I'm sure you've probably cleared under an hour before you got this time, but just how many hours and how much, loss of sleep? Hopefully not too much, but how much dedication did you need to get this good at this game?
That is a very good question. We started off on gnarly, so we didn't play any other modes. We were just like, all right, we're jumping right into it. We're going gnarly. I was like, looking back, I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. I wasn't great at beat 'em ups at the time. Like, I didn't even know, people got good at I didn't know people got good at beat 'em ups, but like I didn't know like how good you can get at beat 'em ups. And I watched people like Paul Knives and Benja They were a big inspiration at the time. They were like the top speedrunners at the time for the when it first came out. And then yeah, so we started watching them. We're like, oh wow, you could do that. That's interesting. Okay, that's really cool. And yeah, so Gnarly was just kind of a thing where we were just like, all right, we'll just play on Gnarly, just hop right in. And we're like, man, this game's hard. I remember the tenderizer being like a nightmare. I'm like, how do people beat this boss without dying? I was just like, wow, that's. I'm like, let me see the speed run. So then we watched the speed run. I'm like, dude, that's insane. I'm like, I can't believe people can beat this boss. So you lost and continue in like story mode. We started off in story mode, didn't get to like arcade mode. I want to say until like 3 months in, until we were confident enough that we could beat 1cc it. So like, yeah, so that was a huge
That was the
goal that we had initially, and then we just the goal achieved, and then another goal came, and then all of a sudden we're like, I started a timer. I'm like, dude, we're close to the speed run. Because we started getting pretty good, and then we started coming up with strats, and it's been really fun. I also like found Gnarly more enjoyable to watch because the bosses, you actually have to fight them, and in OK mode, yeah, it's a good thing to have. I think OK mode is a great run. I think Gnarly's the coveted run for me personally.
Me too.
And for him,
bosses fast.
Yeah, you can beat bosses fast on Gnarly, but on OK mode they're like free. Yeah, like if you set up your opening sequence, you can get pretty much under a 10-second fight for most bosses. So
perfect run.
Yeah, so like theoretically, a perfect run is
Possible.
or near perfect run is possible on OK mode. So
what makes, now again, most Turtle fans here know this is just a masterpiece of a game. So while you're speedrunning this, can you also enjoy the game? Like you're not really sightseeing, like looking for the hidden Easter eggs. Like is speedrunning, how do I say this? Just like, is it more enjoyable to play this game for you as a speedrunner than just a casual play?
Absolutely. So like this is what happened. Like you start off casual. Well, I did at least.
Yeah,
I started off casual, did the collectibles and all that, trying to get all the achievements. So I went from achievement hunting to like, oh man, we're getting pretty good at this game. Let's see if we can beat it 1cc, and then progressively it just grew. And then so like with speedrunning, to me, the most fun thing about speedrunning is coming up with strategies. Like it is highly enjoyable to be like, oh, that was faster, that worked, that's interesting, or I had an interesting strategy here, I'm gonna try it, and then all of a sudden, eureka, it works. Like it's just like some it just hits the brain differently. It's it really gives you the sense of enjoyment that you can't really find just playing casually. At least for me. But like knowing like I also look up other things too, like the game and how it was developed. I looked at all those videos because that stuff kind of interests me because the game I run. So yeah, all that stuff was early on, and then the speed running was like, what else can I do? And and then eventually it got to this.
So I guess a couple other questions with just this game entirely is, for those of us you watching on YouTube right now, if this is your first time here, our good friend is going to guide you how to play, how to do certain moves. Just what did you have for your settings? Because as an OG fan, I like hearing the voices of Rob Paulson and Townsend Coleman. When you're getting laser focused on your runs, did you have to change the audio at all, like to block out deep breath when Leonardo does his meditation, or how did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny story. that is actually funny. I actually keep the voice actors on, but Snuff at 86 turns them off.
I was just curious. It's just a It's good questions. Yeah, I have them low on mine. I like them. I want to hear them, but yeah, you actually mute them. Okay, gotcha. Your brother mutes them. Okay.
Yeah, he mutes them. I keep them on because I want people to enjoy it. But I myself would have muted them otherwise because it can be distracting. So like that is something that I'm just like people might not like that, so I'll just leave them on. It's fine.
Makes sense.
But
I got one more question for you before we start doing our deep dive here. So, in regards to speedrunning, I have a couple on there. I am too diverse to just focus on one game. But for you personally, is this like? I've seen you in some other awesome Discords. Just the TMNT RA. We talked about this in another episode. The whole community there is fantastic. Is this the only game you run? And I guess what would you advice would you give to those who are trying to speedrun? Do you just do it for fun, or do you just focus on a game? And how do you avoid not getting burnt out by playing the same game over and over again?
Oh, all great questions. All right, so this is the only game I speedrun currently. I may look into other games after Mona. Because they got the new Marvel Cosmic Invasion coming out, and it's made by the same company as that made Shredder's Revenge. So it's something that might be to my liking. But yeah, so far right now, my main focus, because if I go to other games, I'm gonna lose focus on my goal and trying to accomplish it. So that's and also the way I prevent burnout, that's I usually grind for like 2 weeks and then I break for 2 weeks. So like the D-Rust can be a little it can be a little rough sometimes, but you just get it's like riding a bike. It comes right off, and just put a little oil on it. And
that being said, the game is easy to.
Yeah, it is easy to de-rust though. Like for this game, like once you know how to once you know your strategies and know what to do, like your hands come accustomed to doing what you do.
Makes perfect sense to me because as you just mentioned, I kind of just bounce around games, and the more you play the one game, I'm sure you'll see you're gonna know where these foot soldiers spawn out. You're gonna know in like the ground chuck dirtbag level where the wild boar and rhino come charging at you. You'll know all those hiding spots, and it'll just be automatic. So, if you're ready, let's relive this gem of 5-3-4-3 with Raphael.
Yeah, we'll start right from the beginning. It's not. Is it loud enough, or can you hear the audio at all? Or
if you want to increase the audio on the game, you're fine. But we can, we can. If you want to pump up the volume on it, there you go. That's perfect. As long as you guys are still okay. Now you can't skip this part, right? We talked in the arcade level. You can't push any buttons to fast forward that spot. Okay.
Yep. Timing starts here. Okay. As soon as you can move. So what I did there is, you'll see me doing this move a lot, which is the backflip kick, or the flying attack uppercut. What it does is it pops enemies into the air, and when an enemy's in the air and it is killed, it will spawn a enemy wave sooner, or it will scroll the screen sooner. So if they're in a fall state, they'll be in a state where it counts as them dying immediately. So if I do a move that's grounded and then knock them into the air, they won't be in the fall state, so you won't get the screen scroll.
So what is the button configuration to do this move for those who are watching?
Oh, okay. So it's your flip or dodge attack, and then it's your punch follow up. So it has a follow up with the attack, and then the rising attack, which is used afterwards, is punch and jump at the same time. Yeah. So you'll be seeing me do that move throughout. See, there it didn't matter because that guy's a 2 damage enemy. So now when you kill an enemy, it's called an overkill. This trick was founded by Croonin, by the way, or explored by Croonin.
He is awesome. He's got Hyperstone.
Yeah, he he really opened up the game. He's a fantastic runner.
You can play that fast?
And yeah, exactly. I was like, wow, you can play that fast. All right, so this is one of the other tricks of the game. I'll explain it.
Sure.
So that flying attack there, after doing that, if you hold the punch button after.
You guys do pausing and stuff?
Oh yeah, I can do pausing. Okay, let me go back. All right, so this flying attack here, as you can see, I did a heavy swing. That was a fully charged heavy swing. What it was done with the heavy swing, if you hold the button while it's hitting object or an enemy, if you're holding attack, it will minus the charge up frames because it's catching the charge up frames within a recovery animation. So it charges sooner. So as soon as you're able to attack with the heavy swing, you'll already be fully powered to get more damage. So the heavy swing is a 4 damage move. And
how much time does that save you per second? Because again, for amateurs out there, you're taunting to build up your special attack. How much that's got to save you a ton of time if you're doing the whole run like this? Because I haven't seen you laugh once. You're just going at it and you're filling your meter up.
Oh yeah.
This way.
There's not too much taunting in this at this point of the game. We try to keep it as minimal as possible and try to maximize our meter gain by actually gaining it through optimal
while also being fast.
While also being extremely fast. So, trying as long as it's faster than taunting, we're going for it.
Absolutely, and especially when you got the top dog record. Every second counts literally when you're trying to go for the top dog spot. So, gotcha.
I think it's 2.5 seconds it takes to taunt. So if you can build your meter, it's obviously going to be faster, especially throughout rooms. So dealing with enemies and dealing now this is another interesting thing about bosses is Bebop will not punch me until a certain amount of hits. So I can so doing this sequence in particular, it minimizes the hits while maximizing damage. So it's 6 hits. So like I'll even slow it down here. So it's going to be 6 hits. See how he turned red there? Mm-hmm. He's going to turn red on this one too. That means after the second blink of him turning red, that means the next attack is going to be a counter attack
by Bebop.
So see how he's counter attacking me before my 4th attack came out? Mm-hmm. So that was optimized damage right there. So that 4th attack came out, hit him before he could attack me, and now I'm going to dash attack here, optimizing damage and meter build. Backflip kick, and then uppercut following him into the corner, and then combo 1, 2, 3, 4, uppercut meter gained, and now he's going to walk back. This is the optimal sequence if you get the gun pattern. He'll walk back after that for Raph. It won't work with all characters because every character's uppercuts and stuff is variable. Damage meter gain is all different. And this will knock him down to set up the next sequence.
It almost looked like you were going to miss him on that slow motion spot. It looked like he wasn't going to get there on time. Well done.
Yeah. And then it comes back.
You don't even, I'm noticing like you barely even use the, I think on the Switch,
I missed the uppercut there, but that's
the
fine.
somersault flip, like you rarely use that. You just go head first and
play normal speed.
Yeah, I can play normal speed now. So now we can see it at normal speed.
Yeah. Strike first, doing it the Cobra Kai way. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Just literally not even playing any defense. It's going right at him.
Stun him on wake up.
Yep.
And now the stun on wake up is also helps by hitting the enemies too, because the enemies they keep your frames active for longer. So
they also tether him.
And they also tether him, which is a very complicated mechanic, very hard to go into. But tethering works like when you hit an enemy first, it will keep your active frames, and then 8 frames later, you'll hit the other enemy. But
it could be sooner, though. It can be sooner.
No, it always happens 8 frames. Yeah. Oh, wow. After 8 frames is when the next hit will hit. So after about 8 frames, the next hit will hit. So it'll keep that move active longer, so you hit them on the very first frame. Now, as you can see, I'm doing those full-powered heavy swings there.
Just out of
and
curiosity,
they're wall splatting.
what time was that run there? 'Cause we don't have the clock here. It's totally fine. I want people to check out your channel for the full run.
Oh,
But what time was that
yeah.
at?
The kill was done at 3
3 minutes for a level.
I'm sorry, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And
wow.
my fastest, which is actually my IL individual level time,
Oh, okay.
which is a 2:10 in game time. My IL is a 2:01 on kill on the boss. So it was very close. It was a very good stage, very good run. All right, so this is an interesting thing right here. This car, very weird. This can cause what we call a despawn if the screen is not scrolled and the enemy doesn't die before he gets hit or
Really?
gets killed by the car. Yeah, so you want to scroll the screen enough to where all the enemies are going to come out. And then they get hit by the car. See that enemy right here to the right?
Yeah, he was just
He
chilling
might
up
not
there.
get hit by the car if you don't do it correct. And if he doesn't, he'll get hit, but he won't come out. He'll get stuck in the back of the screen until you kill the other guy, which is called the despawn, which can lose you a lot of time.
Yeah.
So this is somewhat dangerous to do if you don't do it properly.
You're playing with fire. Okay, gotcha.
And since the car knocked him in the air, this hit will spawn these enemies out faster since the backflip kick is a 2 damage move. So they were 4 damage, the car does 2, and then that backflip kick does another 2 to finish them.
As we
Most enemies are 4 damage in the game, so...
As we play through, everybody usually has one foot soldier they need to test. Do you have any foot soldiers in here that were giving you a hard time during this run that you are not a fan of?
Sometimes it depends on the foot soldier. Sometimes, like, if you mess up, obviously it's gonna really affect you. But some foot soldiers, like black ninjas, if you don't get to them in time, they can be a real pain. Sometimes the sword ninjas, if things go wrong, they block your attacks. So that's really annoying and can lose you time.
That's
that guy. All right,
okay,
so now we grab this
okay.
power pizza here.
That's what I was gonna get to next. I was gonna see if you left it at home. Okay, gotcha.
And now I uppercut that guy after I dive supered him because it'll scroll the screen sooner. So I get more power pizza entering.
Oh my god. You still have 3 ticks and you're at Rocksteady, so
yep.
I got a feeling this is gonna go.
I can get 4 supers out at least.
4 super?
And my own super.
Already. And your own? Because it was holy cow. So 5 specials if you get there on
was
time.
Not a perfect kill. A perfect kill is 9.8 seconds, but that was a very good kill.
9.8 is the okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that strategy is used the backflip super and then uppercut into the corner. It will make him walk towards me, so I can. My setup allows me to dive super him and put him back into hit stun, so I can get combo meter off him for the next meter build. If done correctly, if he does a better RNG pattern for me, he'll die in 9.8 seconds.
Wow. Now,
which
quick
is
question.
one of the faster fights.
Quick question for your brother. It seems because are you able to do that same move with Leonardo getting there in time with the 3 seconds, or is that just a Raphael special?
Oh, actually, Leo gets in there with more meter.
Really? Okay. So
yes.
Okay.
He has the fastest kill, as a matter of fact. Of I think it's 8.2.
It's like 8.6.
Oh, 8.6?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he has the fastest kill on Rocksteady for Gnarly is 8.6 second fight, I believe. And it is extremely fast. He gets in there.
A better setup now for it, too.
Yeah, he has a better setup now for it, which is really nice. But yeah, due to Leo's moveset, he has the flying attack super.
Wow.
Which,
can you show that one more time?
Super.
Can you show the 4 robots? That is just so. When do you release that attack? That's incredible right there. Those guys are.
Oh yeah. Okay. So here,
1 second. Yeah.
I just wait till they cross, and then I uppercut them.
Okay, so that's.
And then these guys will come in, and then I can hit them in the dive with the dive kick on the way down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, just anything if I see something that's phenomenal like that. Okay, got the car dodge.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the car you were talking about at the earlier part of the video, right? Like how you get through this guy. This guy was no fun until it was kind of fun figuring out his pattern. But yeah, for those watching this for the
Yeah.
first time, you can't do damage here. So if you want to have fun, like Arez is just toying with them, hitting the water balloons back, you can do that. But unfortunately, doesn't. Oh, you got him anyways with a hit, just for back talking you.
Throwing bombs at me.
Yeah, exactly. Very nice. It's Raph. It's Raph. He's supposed to be the sarcastic one. It makes sense. He's supposed to get the last laugh. So, oh wow, nice. So now that was a different special you did there. That was not your drop kick. You did like a 360 spin.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that is the standing super. Very useful tool for Raph,
okay,
especially in stages.
Okay.
Not used on bosses, but in this fly swarm.
Yeah, 2, 4, almost 8 characters, maybe more.
Yep. Yeah, it hits 3 times and it does 4 damage for each hit. So and it's also can be Raph and April in particular are very unique into where they can actually run in their standing super. So they can so they can cover distance and hit enemies and gather enemies and completely take down whole rooms with this. It's very useful in stages, not really used on bosses, but very useful in stages. You'll see the flying attack super used on bosses, and this boss in particular, that when it comes up. But yeah, so you do your basic what's it called? This I do a dive super and then I dive kick jab, so I quick scroll these enemies sooner and I can just taunt at the bottom.
I think that's the first taunt
Yep.
I've seen. So it took till level 3 to make a successful taunt. Also, another quick question is I noticed you killed those foot soldier bikers. How many seconds does that save you instead of having them go across the whole screen? If you know off the top of your head, give or take.
It saves probably around
Just a
3 or
rough
4
estimate.
seconds.
Okay.
Oh, another interesting thing about this stage in particular, the cones, don't hit them. You lose time everywhere if you hit them.
Oh my gosh.
I missed that fly, unfortunately. This I messed up. Normally I would running standing super. I missed my dash attack. I missed my dash super here, and I must have let go of my input. So normally I would kill both of those guys with that, and that's how you clear that extremely fast. But unfortunately I messed up, but I did recover pretty well. So now Tenderizer, this was a bad fight. I can beat this boss in 19 to 20 seconds if given a good pattern. I got a very weird pattern here. It was due to my positioning, I think. I moved up there, which I'm not supposed to do. I'm supposed to be more straight on. And he did chain because of it. So it was my own fault that I got this pattern, but it is hard to manipulate sometimes.
Yeah, well, we're talking, back in the old days, you had 8 levels. This is 16 levels you had to play to perfection straight for this run to happen, right? I mean, yeah, it's pretty much like, batting 1,000 in baseball and hitting home runs and ground rule doubles every time you're up to bat. So pretty hard to do. Another question was, just back in the day, were you always Raphael in Turtles in Time? Was he always your guy?
Yeah, Raphael was always the character I picked. I always liked Raphael. I also like Mikey and Leo and Donnie, but Donnie is my second favorite character actually. But he's a little slow frame data wise in this game. So, but he does have interesting stuff. Like he can do like long distance comboing and then go in for his because Donnie has an incredible moveset actually in this game. He has one of the best special moveset, not his supers, but his specials. His supers are good too, but this is a cool.
Real quick, I noticed you
here.
did a chart. Was that intended charged attack there?
Yes. Yes. This was completely intentional.
Okay.
So this is a little swag strat here. So after killing this guy, this axe guy is going to walk up to me. Says the timing of this is when this guy lands and hits the ground is when you want to release this charge attack, so you can get this to happen. So this guy's going to get hit by the cone. That cone does 2 damage, also pops him in the air. And then I start my attacks on him, and then this 4th attack will knock him in the air, which also starts him into a fall state, which I mentioned the quick scroll.
Right.
and then my uppercut finishes that guy. So see, I scroll the screen right away. So it's a little swaggy looking, and you get the nice quick scroll speed.
Yeah, very useful. Okay.
And I save my super so I can use it on the other enemies.
Now, did you just do the throw there for funsies, just because there was no reason to do your dragon punch?
Oh, actually, this guy in particular
I just
is
noticed.
yeah, he's locked under on the bench. Can't really hit him until he lands, but you can pick him up OTG on the ground.
Okay.
You can pick him up and throw him. So that's a little thing is OTG throw. OTG means on the ground, and you can actually scoop them up while they're on the ground if you go over their body at a certain time.
Wow.
So it's a very interesting little thing. So here the same thing happened where I hit him with the third attack, which does 3 damage, by the way. And then I uppercut finish to get these guys to spawn out sooner. This is a nice little optimization as well. This is a jab reset combo I do here. So since I quick scrolled that guy by knocking him in the air and then killing him, he spawns this guy out really fast. So then I can just reset my combo. So that hits that guy, knocks him in the air, and my third attack hits him. And then my third attack also hits him, and then I uppercut all of them. So we can watch that in real time now.
So while you're practicing these speed runs, here's a question for you. Do you do this by level, by story mode first to work on a certain level, or do you always just do the arcade run?
I actually do. I started off on story mode, which is a little harder to optimize for arcade mode because you have to keep track of your meter manually. So like if the meter's story mode meter and it's fake, it wouldn't count as an arcade IL. So the individual levels are a lot harder to optimize on arcade if you're trying to learn. But since the strats are found for Raph, you can just copy and paste me.
Yeah, right, exactly. Unbelievable.
I mean, I do a lot of the hardest strats, so this room was kind of unfortunate. Usually I get protected by the dead enemies from that banana, but
this is where the RNG can come into play for the run, right? Because those bananas are just thrown at random.
I actually did. It was actually my own mistake. I actually did one too many hits on this guy. So I hit him one too many times and didn't get here in time. So I would have avoided the banana if I did just one too many hits, and that messed up that room. I recovered it pretty well. Yeah. I slow spawned that guy on purpose. So this is what I was talking about with yes. This was an intentional slow spawn so I can get there in time so he doesn't block me. So I uppercutted him. So remember what I said about the fall state. Now the fall state applies to this too. Since he was grounded and I uppercut him, he's going to be in a fall state. And until he hits the ground and dies is when that guy spawns out, as you can see. So I got him before he could shield me. That was intentional.
How many times playing this certain level did it finally smack you upside the head to say, did you notice that? Because that couldn't have happened on your first run. How many plays till you figured that spot out?
Oh, interesting. My brother Snuffit86 used to play April. Okay. So he used to quick kill that guy. And like April has a good moveset against shield guys to where she can dive kick. Her dive kick does 2 hits and 2 damage, which pops them in the air. And since they get popped in the air by her, she automatically gets a quicker spawn out. And her dive kick also, makes shield guys, since she's airborne first, she'll make the shield guy not block. So her dive kick will, so she can move around that room a little bit differently. Excuse me. So she can move around a bit differently on that room. And I'm like, that's a little too fast of a spawn for me. I can't get there in time. And she also has faster movement than Raph, like vertical movement, so she can make sharper angles, and which is very tough for the slower character. Raph's a medium character. April's a fast character. April and Mikey Usagi, I think, is fast as well.
It just doesn't fit the bill. Usagi can't cut the mustard to be your top player. Why? Just he doesn't have a certain special, or
he has interesting moves, but due to the fact that he is an airborne character, he loses a lot of time because you want to get to the ground and get to the next target as soon as possible. And then there's another factor is bosses. Problem with his supers is they don't do a lot of damage. His backflip super, which is pretty good, it doesn't do a lot of damage. So it only does 8, while Raph's since the update it does 12, which is a lot. Is an incredible buff for him. And since his only does 8 and is slow on recovery, since you can't really cancel out of it, like you can cancel out of the backflip super with uppercut. Or charge attack. You can actually do a charge attack. It's the actual technique that I found on older versions of the game. When you hit an enemy, certain characters can do it. When you hit an enemy, just like your flying attack, you have the heavy swing option. It's extremely important with Mona. She can knock the enemy down with her backflip super, and then hold the punch button before the backflip super hits, and it will start her charge attack animation, and then she'll throw bombs on their wake up and hit them while you're dashing in. Very cool. She's a very that's why I'm gonna go to her next. That's why she's my next character, because I get to do really cool stuff. Really, she's like a mix-up character. If you ever play fighting games, there's characters that can do what's called 50-50 mix-ups, where they got you guessing on your wake-up animation to what they're going to do. Oh, they might go high, they might go low, they might throw you. Like, Mona is that in a beat-em-up, and it's really, really awesome. So she can really dominate bosses. It's really cool.
How fitting is it Raph's Bay is your next pick?
Yeah, I'm like Dave, and she throws flasks, which my avatar is a flask, because forensics, like, right. I have the little potion thing, the little flask, like doing some chemistry, and it fits my name. That's why I put that as my avatar. And funny enough, she was built for me. She throws flasks and has that type of mental scientific like way of executing rooms.
Exactly.
That's very cool. So now this boss fight, this double knockdown.
Nicely done
here.
Right off the bat to get them both.
Yeah, you want to do a neutral jump knockdown off the dive super, and on their wake up, I do a forward flip flying attack gear into the heavy swing.
Wow, still hitting.
And then I do full combo there, dash attack. That will only hit once due to the tethering and the amount of it'll only hit one guy twice and one guy once due to the way tethering works. So that's something where multi attack characters can get very weird with them. Because it might not prioritize to both enemies because of the way certain attacks.
Well, the multi-hit won't prioritize to both enemies.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the character. I'm saying my dash attack will if I let it go.
Okay. You let it carry.
But since Leo, for instance, Leo has a fourth attack triple hit. His fourth attack will triple hit. Does 3 hits. And it knocks down on it. It pops them up on the first hit. So enemies, like normal enemies, will get popped into the air, and sometimes it won't follow up that other enemy, and it'll only prioritize one of them.
Okay.
So, but with this dash attack, I would have to leave it out for a bit longer, in order to hit them with both hits. But since I have to
there's that counter again. Now that's similar to Bebop, right? That red hit. Okay, cool. So I'm learning too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So they were in the red. They were attacking, and then I backflip kick, uppercut, and then I dive super here. And I unfortunately got the worst type of pattern. You want to try to have him shoot missiles. Then you can get a quick kill, which is 16 seconds, but it's very hard to do.
So while you're laughing there, you're kind of like swearing to yourself, like, why? Even though Raph's laughing. Okay,
well, my spacing was good there, but it was not.
Did you You even get hit by those missiles there. I think you just lined it up perfectly. I don't think you took any damage from when he did that. Those 3 missiles. Wow, nicely done.
Yeah, it was a mediocre fight. That fight,
Yeah, it was fine.
Yes, it was a fine fight. Under 30 is good. That was probably about I think like a 32-second fight.
31, 32.
So this is what is it? Stage 4. What's the clock at now? 9 minutes? 12 minutes?
it's about can you pull up the splits, Joe?
Seems like you're averaging
on my
what, 3
video.
minutes a level or something.
It's in the games. Yeah, so this is a cool little gather here.
Oh, wow.
So coming up right here, I'm gonna uppercut this guy, and I'm gonna backflip kick that guy. My backflip kick is gonna allow me to uppercut and then hit both of them. So I spawn this guy out sooner.
And that happens pretty much every time you play the game now too. I would say you got that pattern down.
Yeah, that's a setup that I have, and then I use this guy as a tether.
Okay.
So I hit him first. So the dead body pulls this guy in to hit him with the backflip kick. See how it doesn't even, it's not even close to him, but it hits him because of the way that the tethering works.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the uppercut happens right there. And I scroll the screen much sooner, so we'll watch it in full beauty.
Yeah.
Definitely poetry in motion here. Wow.
So fast.
It's extremely fast. This was a really good stage. My boss fight was a little bad, but it's okay.
Once again, if you guys
And
are
now
watching
here's
this
running
episode,
standing super.
be sure to check out 4 and 6's YouTube channel for the full run here. Wow.
Yep, gotta wait for the trains, but if you kill them fast enough, you get the glitch train spawn, which I'll show you right here.
Okay.
See how the trains are so close to each other? They are a little glitched. You'll see right here. That one's a little cut off there because I did the room so fast.
Well, 2022 in this game, there's still glitches you can find. Unbelievable.
Yep, turned into one whole train.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I've seen people speedrun Turtles 2 for Nintendo, and they'll do like the face tank strat, and they want to die once or twice. You haven't died at all. I mean, you don't have to spoil it, but it looks like you may not die at all during this entire run. So this could be a deathless speedrun at 53:43, which is also another feather in your cap.
Unfortunately, it was not deathless, but it didn't really lose me much time, but it lost me a bit.
Little chunk? Okay.
Yeah, it was my own fault. I did choke a bit, but still got the sub 53, sub 54.
Yeah, which is incredible. Again, you got to pretty much play near perfection.
Which is insane.
Which is a incredible milestone as it beats the second place OK mode raft time by Croonin. But it is a 2-year-old run. Let's not no disrespect to Croonin, because Croonin is a fantastic player.
And he plays more than this. He's got Hyperstone Ice. He's got a whole bunch of videos.
He is not only just a good TMNT Shredder's Revenge player, he is a great speedrunner in general.
Yeah, he's a
that was a little unfortunate.
Period. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a manipulation that walking straight down here after killing these guys. Now another thing with this game, another way to scroll the screen sooner is a wall splat animation there. As they hit the wall, they instant die. So it's so if you hit them with an attack that is exact damage, but it makes them wall splat, you're saving time.
Or as opposed to if they slide off the wall and hit the ground, or if they just go flying away and hit the ground.
Yeah, if they slide off the wall, hit the ground, you're losing time because they're gonna land and then die.
Then it spawns the next.
Yeah, so walking straight down here will manipulate. If you walk down in time, we'll manipulate that Mauser here to follow you.
With April.
April has this is free for April because her walk speed's so much faster.
Yeah, it's so free. And manipulation works every time.
Yeah, so that's a nice little manipulation to hit both Mausers. They can be a pain
For other characters.
For other characters, Raph included. Sometimes they just don't want to cooperate, and they can lose you some time if you're not in the exact right position.
This is the fight I want to see because he usually. Yeah, I was gonna say that was
unfortunate.
I
might have been a little.
Can you ever? Sorry to interrupt. This is one I really wanted to see. Can you actually kill him before he goes on his little vehicle? Is it possible to do that?
It's possible to 2-round him. I think this was a 3-round fight.
Okay. Okay.
So it's possible to 2-round him. After he gets like half health, he will always go up.
Okay.
So
it's automatic. Okay, gotcha. I was curious.
And he goes by hits, especially on Gnarly. He can get hit more until he goes red. So it wasn't too bad of a fight, but I lost probably about 15 seconds. The time was 14:53 right now after a kill.
So literally, right now you're averaging close to 3 minutes a level. I think we're done.
Around that.
So I guess what's your goal? I mean, like I said, usually I'd ask this at the end, but this is just too fun to watch. What would be your goal, like here, to try and trim this down, like maybe 2 or 3 more minutes until you're satisfied?
I messed that up.
You're looking at
I'm looking to get a sub 53. That is my ultimate goal.
Okay. Without
where I'll be
burnt out. Okay, gotcha.
To where I'll be fully satisfied with a sub. My current splits right now are down to 50, 32, I believe.
Oh, really? Okay, so wow, so it definitely is possible. Okay.
Yeah, 50-32.
Yeah, 50-32.9. And so my ILs come out to around, with the cutscenes added, comes out to around 49 in-game and real time, 46 in-game and a 49 real time. So like if I did everything perfectly, like literally like near perfect, they would that was unfortunate. I got a tether there by accident.
I got a question for you. I don't think anyone's asked you before, but I'm curious to know. How do you pregame for your speed runs, and is there anything you do to like have a good mental like health? Like, do you do a jog before this? Do you eat like a certain food or beverage or anything to get in the right mindset for this instead of just turning the switch on and saying let's go?
Usually I watch and analyze like what I try to put it in my mental state to all right, where can I improve? What can I do to improve? And then where can I save time? All right, I'm feeling confident I can beat this run. This run is going to be a lot harder to beat, obviously. My stages were pretty stellar overall, but some of my boss fights were a little slower than my normal. But this run in particular is a very, very, very strong run.
Yeah, it's strong.
And especially my early game and my late game, my middle game after this fight is a little, it can be improved, especially the next 2 stages. So this is a new strat, actually. This is a Tauntless Tempestra fight.
So 30% down in the first go. Wow. It looked like close to 35%.
Oh, Tempestra. Tempestra with Raph in particular, since I can do my flying attack into charge heavy swing. Yeah, I got the charge there. You see the little the blinking and the gleaming in the eyes. Got my charge attack, and since I do 1, 2, 3, that could have hit me, but due to something with the up and down motion of Tempestra, since I hit her on the same frame, since I'm close enough to hit her on the same frame as the lightning, it will not let me take damage there. But since she did lightning earlier, she usually doesn't do that. Since this hit right here would normally armor this lightning, because it's the 3rd attack and it has full armor to where I can't get knocked down. And same goes for heavy swing and I believe back kick, which is a move that isn't used very often at all. Heavy swing and your 4th attack give you armored state. So you'll take damage usually, but you will be immune to getting knocked down, which can get you instant killed in some cases. Like on like a fire pit or something. So yeah, this is a taunt. Yeah, so this is a tauntless Tempestra fight. So as you can see, I get the uppercut here. That's one, and then I'm gonna do a backflip kick uppercut to over him, and then I'm gonna hit him with this dive kick to knock him into hit stun. And I'm gonna dash attack 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 15 damage. No. So dash attack 1, 2, 3, 4, and
was
uppercut.
Was he pushing the belch cloud, or is that just move on its own? Sorry, is like because it looked like I thought you were going to take damage by the belch cloud he does, but does that move on its own, or did you hit him and he pushed it away? How did that look?
Oh, that moves on its own. It always goes straight forward for a certain amount of time.
Okay, so you're safe there. Okay.
Yeah. And then full heavy swing, do it again. And this is always a 3-round, even with taunt. So, see, I actually took an armored hit there, as you can see. The belch is also, it doesn't hurt you, but it can knock you into a dizzy state. But since I was in my 4th attack, I just got the hit off before my meter. My meter could have lost right there, which would have been bad. And then I uppercut for finish. And now the belch can't actually hit me anymore. This belch to the left can't actually hit me anymore because I already got hit by it. So that's a little funny thing. Yeah. And you'll see that with a certain boss character coming later in the run. Okay. And then do the last thing. Yeah, as you can see, I took the armored hit here.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That 4th hit, since I'm an armored hit, I took the hit on purpose in order to deal mass damage and finish the kill. So we'll watch the kill as a whole.
Yeah. So you've played this game a lot. Just for your own personal opinion, and there's no disrespect to any of the game developers on this, is there anything you would change in regards to how attacks are made, how damage is dealt? Is there anything you would tweak if you were the one creating this game? Since you've run this one very well, I was just curious on your feedback.
Just buffs to maybe other characters. That's to make them more fun to play. Because I like top tier characters. Raph is the highest of the S tier characters. Then Leo, and then Mona would be the other S tier. Splinter and April are about A tier, and then the rest are C or D. Usagi and Mikey are C tier. I'm sorry.
Casey, maybe?
Usagi and Mikey are C tier, and Donnie and Casey are about B tier, and the other Mondo and Karai are D tier. They're the worst characters for speed in particular.
Okay, right.
The speed run can be interesting. It's just speedy wise, they're not going to be as fast as other characters, but they have their own interesting things about them, I'm sure, that people could discover, which I would love more people to come to the game and speedrun. I think it would be incredible. I have a lot of things to teach and could help out. So whether it's with a new character or a lot of the mechanics apply. That was a strap by Croonin there, that heavy swing to hit both of those enemies.
How do you come up with the strat? Is that just you dedicate that to him because he was the first to do it, or does he actually do similar to what you're doing here, just like calling out your own, not shots, but just like, this is the thing I picked up?
Oh, I actually saw him do that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. I never thought the heavy swing there.
See, that's why I love
watching his runs.
That's why I enjoy the speed. Like, how awesome, like, were you speedrunning any games before this just to get in speedrun.com or any of those?
Yes. I was not necessarily speedrunning because it's a very, very long story with Super Metroid, but I was a strat finder. Okay. It's a strat finder for Super Metroid, one of the most popular speedrunning games. And a lot of things used today are still
even
used,
in Tool Assist.
Even in Tool Assist speedrun
lines, strats,
which is also known as Taz or Taz, whatever.
I did that.
Whatever people call it.
Yeah, funny story on that.
I call it Taz. Yeah.
Well, I made a mistake. Apparently, I put up a video of an X-Men play, and I put TAS to stand for the animated series. And this is before I did speedrun. I'll say, bro, you got to take that TAS off. Like, why? It's like, it's the animated series. Like, no, people think you're using a tool-assisted speedrun on your X-Men Mutant
Yeah, that's funny.
I was like, oops. That was an honest
Oops. The animated series also comes out the top.
and it's my, and that mistake apparently got that video to pop because maybe everyone thought it was tool-assisted. It's my highest viewed
That's
video
so
on
funny.
YouTube. I was like, I'm just gonna leave it because it was actually when the series came out to Disney Plus, so I was trying to hype up X-Men again. So thank you for explaining to our viewers what TAS means. But here we go. Here's another 2 bosses in one fight. Let's see how you group these guys together. This
was not a great fight. This fight can be done in 20 seconds. This was founded by Snuffit86. I saw him do this with Leo. This is absolutely a thing. You can force a certain pattern that will have a Bebop go to the right corner where that cone is. The cone strat is actually my strat. Before I even started speedrunning a game, I knew cones did damage. And I was like, what if you put the cones into the room? And then it ended up becoming the strat for the room, which is really funny that it ended up all working out like that. But for this boss fight,
the cones, they do 2 damage.
Yeah, they do 2 damage each time they're flipped. So you're gaining extra damage if you're hitting them with the cone and your combo.
Yes, DPS is insane.
So DPS, they just get melted. And so this dive super here, I have a new setup here that uses the cone to hit. So I hit both of them on wake up. I don't do it here, unfortunately. But he punched here. This is gonna be bad pattern. So in order to get the good pattern, I need to do at least 3 to 4 hits on Rocksteady. And I need to do at least 5 damage. And he will go to the left corner and he'll do triple gun all the way down, and Bebop will jump to the right, and he'll do gun, and then he'll do punch, and then he'll start charge. And then Rocksteady will start the charge after his gun is over. He'll start the charge, and then I finish Bebop with super. And then Rocksteady gets hit by my backflip super, and they Bebop's dead, and then Rocksteady's just taking damage.
That is still not guaranteed that you're.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed you're gonna get this. It's very hard to. It's very frame and pixel related, timing related. There's a lot of factors to factor in. It's very difficult to hit it consistently. So Rocksteady will do this same pattern after you do the backflip super. You're gonna combo him a little bit, and then he'll do charge, and he'll charge into the corner. And then after that charge, you'll have enough meter by the time you beat him up. You'll have enough meter to finish him with your backflip super. And that would be a 19 to 20 second fight around. This was like I want to say a 42 second fight, which is not good. I think I played it well, but it was, just a botched fight overall.
No, is that just bad luck that Bebop didn't? Are you trying to get Bebop and Rocksteady to stay in the same spot? Because in that spot too, he was on the opposite side of you.
Mm-hmm.
You were okay, so you do just try to line them.
Yeah, he got my timing on my backflip kick was a little off.
Okay.
So I
No, that's interesting. We just did a run with Sewer Bushido on Shellanomics for the arcade, and I noticed they do the same thing as the old arcade. They run into each other. Now, do you use that to your advantage? It looked like you did when they actually hit each other. I don't know if they took damage, but I saw you went to town.
That's actually that was actually my strat beforehand to try to get them to collide.
Okay.
And
pretty good strat.
It's a pretty good strat, but it's very RNG based. Where once you get the other setup, it's guaranteed if you get the setup.
You'll never go back.
Yeah, once you go code, you never go back. So
you just go for the fastest strat.
Yeah, so this is a very cool setup here.
3 down already. Wow.
So I messed that up a little bit.
Taking damage by the beams,
but taking
the screen.
Yeah, so hitting these beams is actually important for getting the screen to the next room faster. So
The next.
We're on the first scrolling or somewhat scrolling stage. Because you do have to kill the enemies in order to progress faster. So it's not a real auto scroller, I would say. These stages.
It's an auto scroller.
Well, this one is more auto scroller than the Tenderizer stage, which is episode 3. So
this is the most boring stage.
Yeah, this is the most boring stage in the. Because now, after all that, those are like the fastest strats that you can pretty much do. I messed up a little bit. But after that, everything's pretty free now.
Oh yeah, it's,
so
you just hide right there and you're safe. It doesn't look like you're taking any hits from those missiles down there.
Yep. Bottom of the screen has a weird glitch to where enemies. Sorry, I was drinking something. Drinking my coffee. So yeah, bottom of the screen has a weird glitch to where certain enemies can't hit you or they won't attack you sometimes.
Yep.
And it's stuck around since the inception of the game, and they lessened it quite a bit though. So like bosses will attack you if you do that, but it used to be a little bit easier in previous patches.
Bosses and enemies won't attack
where
you.
It was bosses like Shredder, regular Shredder, wouldn't even attack you. He would just stay there and let you taunt. But now he'll attack you. So it's stuck around a bit.
But patch is the best. Yeah, it evolutionized the game. Really.
Oh, the patch. Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys what you missed about the patch. Like, oh man, that strat's gone now. Is there something you guys missed?
This patch is just in a world of a difference better. It's not even comparable. Like faster super recoveries, less lag, all that. There's lots of buff characters, especially. That's why Leo is S tier now.
He's so strong.
So I missed time this slightly. Wow, I had to wait a little bit. So he went up because of this. I didn't attack soon enough, I think. Yeah, I was a little late.
Just want to stress again, too, this is Gnarly mode for those who are just popping in randomly late. This is Gnarly mode, and all that damage is gone on max difficulty.
Yeah, that's death on OK mode right there.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's absolute. He's absolutely dead on OK mode. So if on OK mode, that kill is perfect.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And that's why I like Gnarly, because it adds in actually having to develop the second part of the fight.
You take so much more damage.
And you take double damage on
Gnarly. You have to worry about dying.
Yeah, so you do have to worry about that.
You have to pay attention and be careful.
Like that does 2 damage, and if I'm armored, that can actually kill me because all those little beams here.
Yeah.
Those little beams, they're brutal, man. They can actually hit you with so if I do my 4th attack and those beams hit me, they can hit me in multiple hits and actually do damage each hit while I'm armored. So it can almost instant kill me. Yep. So there's dangerous stuff about Gnarly that So
I guess
this fight.
Let's see. After this fight,
if I was a little bit sooner on this dive super, he would have went into missile pattern. But it's a very particular timing that you have to have in order to get that. But it is a strat that I do, but I just couldn't. I'm human, so it's I can't do it perfect every time.
Well, again, you got.
Unfortunately, he went double dive.
When you got 16 levels again. This isn't just how most retro games that we grew up with you can beat in some of 5, 10, 30 minutes. This is a game that usually takes, I would say, 2 hours to 90 minutes easy on a regular casual day. So I guess
on a casual run, it's especially on Gnarly, it's a lot more difficult to casual players, especially when my favorite level, Technodrome, which is episode 13. This is one of my best levels, by the way, episode 9. And it's also Snuff It.
And it's one of the most optimized by me.
And it's one of the most optimized levels in the game.
Yeah. I have a lot of...
for those who, if you wanted somebody to get into speedrunning just this game in particular, with your experience, how would you recommend them going about it? Already you're going to say you encourage them to use Raphael first, but just how can they get confident to try this for fun, and not feel discouraged?
Any character that they play, I'm always happy to help players try to improve their characters or try to improve at the game. So they can always ask me questions directly, to be honest with you. I actually, one of my finest achievements is the player known as Lovins33. He's
Lovin's the man, yeah.
yeah, Lovins is my protege. I call him my protege, friend, and rival.
Nice.
He is
Top-tier player,
he is a top tier player. I turned him into a world beater by him just willing to learn and asking me questions. I was very happy to oblige, and he got so good he ended up
basically just stole your strats.
yeah, he basically stole my strats. Yeah. No, he's come up with his own strats as well, and he's contributed very, very much to this game. So
yeah, shout out to Lovins.
shout outs to Lovins. Lovins is he is one hell of a player. He is very, very good sense of humor and good mental state for the game too. So
I like to hear.
yeah, that
Is there any
yeah, he is
strats
my finest achievement. As good as this run is, he is my finest achievement.
Can you go back really quick? I just want to show that pop-up balloon. That was because some people struggle at that spot. So this was bam,
Okay.
done.
So, flying attack super instantly can pop the balloon. That was Snuffit's idea actually.
The gather
Nicely
before
done.
Oh, and this gather here, I messed it up, which is why I didn't.
my strat too.
So this gather, I was a little too
Low.
Yeah, I was a little too low here, but I would normally gather those guys together off that and build meter off.
That's a Croonin strat.
That's a Croonin strat actually. That pump strat there kills the other guy, and then I can dive super quick scroll the next screen. So yeah, this is Snuffit. This was my idea here. I sadly messed it up.
He got away.
He slips sometimes. It's rare. Happened in my IL, which was the only loss of time I had.
So
Otherwise, it's perfect.
I guess during this run, again, you didn't know, but when did you start getting a good feeling where this could be the run? Like, when did it start in your head? Like, this might be the one.
I was, I want to say I was like 40 seconds ahead after this split.
Okay.
And even with the bad wing nut and the bad Bob Steady, which could have been, 20 seconds faster each.
Oh man.
With those two fights, I knew this was already a good run. Like it was, as long as I played the stages well, which I did. So yeah, that was unfortunate. My Leatherhead strat is a very good strat, but he just happened to go down.
Is it possible he doesn't go down, or is he like the wreck?
Yes, there is a 17-second kill I devised that I actually, if you want to see it, you can watch my ILs. I have a playlist in my YouTube channel, and it has all the episodes in order. Every one is individual level world record, except for the final stage 16. That's held by Lovins.
It's ridiculous.
Which is ridiculous. It's really hard to beat, and I would have to grind really hard in order to beat it. So shout outs to Lovins again. He's quite the adversary on that.
It's just how cool the community is. Once again, look, like we just say, you uplift and encourage others. You're happy for your friends when they succeed. It's not boo-hoo. It's like, if you get better, that means I got up my game and you enjoy the challenge. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Speaking of communities, I want to shout out the SOR2 in particular. The SOR community, the Streets of Rage community. Bunch of cool people there. Except for Smug the Prick, he told me to say that. Bunch of really, really cool people there. They actually got me to start streaming the game. So and they've been supportive and very awesome people. They've been excited, so they'll probably be watching this later and giving it likes. So
that sounds good. Now, do you play?
There's so many to name. There's Tomahawk, LK, Lord Kaiser, Canister. I want to say, Anakoji, Natty Wolf, bunch of really cool people. I know I'm missing some Gaijin, G-Saurus, so many cool guys and gals that are part of that community, and they're also fun to watch if you're into Streets of Rage. They're some of the best players, and they're the SOR2 community. They play 2-4. Kendo was a Streets of Rage 1 player, very top tier, S tier Streets of Rage 1 player, holds many world records.
So
They
we witnessed another taunt by you. It looked like just for fun. If you
Yeah.
ever do this again, I just want to. I'm just curious to see how many taunts you do. Actually, it looks like not many at all. I mean, compared to everybody else, there's just have like a taunt counter because, like I say, when you first play this game as a casual, at least for me, every time like the screen was empty, I'm doing my taunt, so I have my special for the next spot, and it's just awesome to see. You're like, nope, I'm good, man. I'm gonna build it up the old school way.
I'm just gonna build it up the way they intended.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is my new metalhead strat is to make him follow me so I can get massive damage. He went to the wrong side. If I do it a little later, I could have gone to the other side. Probably should have died super there. That was my mistake. I could have got more combo damage off on him. And I missed this die super completely. It targeted the Mousers, and then this was pretty bad. This is one of my truly bad fights of the run. So it was
moment.
Yeah, I'm a human moment. Very, very human moment.
Well, at least you kept your composure. It didn't go on full blown tilt because that can happen to people too. I've seen it where it's like, oh, forget it.
So I lost quite a bit of time, but I got a decent finish at the end after getting hit too many times. But
so update on the clock right now, friend. What do we got here?
What's the clock? After Metalhead, it is 31:34. We are a little bit under sub-hour pace, obviously. Haven't gotten anything higher than the 56, I think, since I've been doing that's a micro adjust. That's really hard to do. I went a little too far up. Otherwise, I can hit that backflip kick on that guy without him. That I accidentally grabbed the guy somehow. I got a little too close.
Another question for you. Just I don't know if this is what the runners do, but in this game you can handicap yourself a bit with all the customization. So have you ever done that where it's like like where you remove specials or something just to try and up your game a little more with
there is a community that does challenge runs like that. They usually call the run ARS. It's even has a speedrun category for those that want to speedrun the category. I find it a bit boring because like the game, it kind of ruins the pace of the game.
Ruin the pace of the game.
Because like enemies are double. Since it stands for all red switches, enemies are double the amount of damage. So like you can't
be like 8.
Yeah, so everything's like 8 damage, so you're doing more hits, so like you can't do like quick scrolls and stuff like that. So it like really lowers the speed of the game down to a crawl. Bosses are about the same though as Gnarly. And there's even other challenges that they do, and it's
if you're into that
type of stuff.
That's all. I'm just curious.
There's like ARS like 6+ where like they put all the co-op players up, but they don't actually spawn in the room. But they're playing like 6-player co-op. So like all the spawns with one player. So like all the spawns are one player. It's like kind of like your the hardest thing you could do, I guess.
Yeah, it's multi-swarms.
Yeah, so it's like multi-swarms of enemies. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to do it just like as a Gnarly run, but as a ARS, I wouldn't.
Once again, this time you went from 3 to 7
amount of enemies.
So
yeah. So this is the power
pretty
pizza
much
grab.
Anybody can bring that pizza with them.
Wow. Yeah. All right, so this kill setup is the fastest you can do. It's 2 dive supers, so I hit him on the ground here with this dive super. So that's as soon as he's about to hit the ground, that dive super hits. Then I backflip super here. Normally he would punch here, which is better because I can uppercut a little sooner. But I hit him a little early with it, but it's fine because then I wait to dive super there, and then he'll punch there, so I can over him, and then dive super again, and then backflip super again to finish. So that's the fastest kill you could do. It's a 6.8 second fight, I think. Might be faster actually. Yeah, I think it's 6.8. I'm not positive on that though. But yeah, you can also do the dive super, make them dance. if you time your dive supers correctly. Snuffit's really good at it. You have to do it with Leo. He does it in his run, I believe. Yeah.
I actually think I got horned in there.
Oh, did you get horned?
Yeah.
He can horn you. That's why the dive super is.
I usually don't get horned anymore. But
yeah, you're really good at it. Almost every time I see him do it, he gets it. So, yeah, you can dive super and put him in hit stun for a few dive supers going back and forth, and then he'll like gun, and then it's over.
It's over.
That's what he figured out. He figured out how to like get him to what's it called, and then he'll gun, and then he knows like the timings of the dive supers to where.
Yeah.
So this is a cool little strat there. That
use the can to your advantage.
Basically, you saw me do something. With
yeah,
Leo.
I actually saw my brother do something with Leo here, and where he is much faster.
Super, yeah.
Much faster with Leo because his standing super hit intervals are multi-hit faster. So like they overkill this white ninja faster.
Yeah.
And he'll kill him in the air, and he spawns these reds out super fast, and then the canister kills them both. But I do a little cope strat.
It's pretty good,
but which is pretty good.
Yeah.
slight cope due to Raph's move set. But yeah, very.
We have a lot of influence on each other's gameplay and strats.
Yeah,
so.
a lot of influence on strats.
This is my strat.
Yep.
This whole room.
Yeah, this coming up right here. This is his gather.
My gather strat.
Very cool gather, because these guys will come out and kick you, and they're really hard to get to.
Jeez, that's
so yeah, that's
basically found it for you.
Yeah. So that's also really fast. Also, it feels really good.
Yeah, it looks cool too.
And it looks cool.
Yeah.
It's very swaggy.
Yeah, it's swaggy. Another one of my strats here.
Yep, I ended up missing it, but say normally you can gather all those enemies. And then you dive super them.
Flip those guys and then just build meter off them.
That's another cool thing about the new patch is that dive super can flip the bots. So back then it used to not flip, but now it flips, which is really cool.
It's a nice change.
It's a very nice change. This is my new strat here.
Say.
So.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and then I kill those guys.
You didn't take any damage for the laser there either. Because you're in your special,
because
right?
I was in my super.
Wow. Yeah, it's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets through the laser and it gets that cycle perfect. So it's like slightly slower than the fastest strat you can do, which is like incredibly hard to.
Inconsistent.
It's incredibly inconsistent and very hard to do. It's only like a few, like 15 frames slower, I think, which is only a quarter of a second.
Yeah, and the consistency
of that is far greater, and it's really looks aesthetically pleasing as well, in my opinion. All right, so this is my Baxter fight. This fight was changed. So going down here and holding down will make him go follow you down, and doing a super jump there. I messed it up here a little bit, but I still got a cycle enough to do what I'm doing. So this was a good fight. It wasn't a perfect fight. A perfect fight is a 25-second fight.
And what do you mean by perfect? Just for those listening now who don't understand, perfect fight, does that mean that's the best time on there? Just,
that's the best time you can get is with the current strategy.
Okay, gotcha.
I have it on me and Lovins. We have a boss fight compilation that you can check out on my YouTube channel. Okay. I highly recommend it. It shows all the fastest boss fights recorded. I have a couple that I just beat on my channel too. You can check those out for the certain ones that like my perfect wingnut and which was just done, and the perfect Bebop Rocksteady fight was slightly a whole second faster due to the new setup. But yeah, that video is not too old, so it's pretty recent. So yeah, I highly recommend checking it out.
I got two other questions for you. So, do you think there's going to be another patch? I doubt it, because they're going, like you say, the company's going for the Marvel game, but this is probably as good as it's going to get patch-wise, I would think, for this game, right? I don't think there's anything else they could do.
Yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it for the game. I think it's on its final patch. I don't think they're going to improve the game at all.
What game?
This game.
They already said they're not.
Yeah.
This game's done.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty much done.
They are done. They're not pretty much. They are done.
Yeah, I don't know if they were going to repair the glitches. Yeah. So, right, so this is my favorite stage. A lot of these strats are my own. I missed that, unfortunately, but I recovered this pretty well. All right, so I'm going to go back to the beginning because this is very cool strats here. I revised this level, used to taunt like crazy in this level. Not anymore.
So little taunting.
So that one kill spawns that guy out. And this jab just sets up the timing, and then I uppercut. Wait till this guy hits the ground or is about to hit the ground. As soon as he hits the ground, that's enough for the dive super to hit all three of this horn.
Yeah, and that's the fastest you can do.
And that's the fastest strat you can do.
And you'll get good at that with practice, right? Just you'll get that timing down when he starts going to the ground. Okay.
Yeah, it's a timing thing that you can see after a while, like you understand it. So this is actually Lovin' strat right here. With this gather, and this is actually kind of one of the things that inspired me to start trying some stuff. So I'm like, I think I can be faster in some of these rooms. And then so I overkill that guy to spawn these two together and dive super them.
Uppercut for scroll.
And uppercut for scroll. This is a reset jab combo, so I can combo that guy in the air. I missed that guy with the uppercut, but that's fine. My dive kick finished him. And then that's 2 meter to scroll. This is the one time you'll see it. The only time you'll see this done purposefully is the somersault slice. This is also known as the pizza cutter for Leo because he does a spin. He's very unique in that aspect that he has a very different somersault. It's not that useful for speedrunning, but it is used in the speedrun and it is unique to him. So this is the gather. Since I super jump there, you do somersault slice to hit 2 hits on both of them, and then just go for the full combo, uppercut, and then gather those guys together for the scroll.
That's good execution.
And then this is a nice strat here. So that uppercut there hit him for 2 damage.
The red, yeah.
We want to land, make him hit the wall. So he, when a rock soldier hits the wall, they will get into a fall state, no matter what, unless you sandwich them against the wall at the same time. Then it will put them in an armored state. But if a rock soldier hits the wall and gets this animation here, see that animation, the bump. Oh, I missed. Yeah. Then he's vulnerable to get knocked down by any animation. So this will fully kill both rock soldiers. Sadly, I didn't get this rock soldier. Must have hit the ground slightly.
Blue.
I think the blue rock soldier. I didn't get a hit off. So the strategy here is to get that hit off, to kill him on that hit, and then get this 4th hit attack. So they all spawn out at the same time, and then I dive super right in the middle there.
You can kill him right in the middle of the screen.
But I had to try to do the backup strat. I missed the super. It's a harder super to do. Yeah. And I played it well there, though.
Yeah, you did.
And since that happened, I can do this instead of the combo. What's it called? So that's the quickest you can do that room. So that's the backup to the backup. And then this is a nice little gather strat. So manipulate this guy, make him attack you by staying. Yeah, you want to make him attack you after the uppercut dive kick. This will spawn, since it's an object, the object will spawn enemies out sooner. So after this bot is flipped,
kill the turret.
And this is what you were talking about with the patch, right? The bots, Raph can flip these bots. This is what you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, that's with dive super. This is just a normal. Raph is unique though. His backflip kick will flip these bots. Certain characters have that. So some of the new characters, but Raph is the only original cast character that can that has a 2 damage backflip kick, and it also launches. So that allows you to flip bots. So his slide flips bots, his uppercut, everybody's uppercut flips bots. Not
backflip kick.
Yeah, Rap's backflip kick, back 4th attack, and heavy swing all flip bots and dive super now. So yeah, so you dive kick here, dive kick the bot to avoid the attack, and it will push that bot to the middle, and then you standing super everything. and then get into the next elevator. Now the elevator is very optimized by both me and Snuffit. First part is me. This is my strat. Now you want to wait. This is a timing. So you want to wait until he starts to charge to do this dive super here. And then flip into the corner with Raph. Leo, you have to go lower for the setup, but it's fine. For the setup that he does. Yeah. If you want to watch the Leo run, it's really cool. Very, very cool. And this tile is going to hit him and slow spawn him so I can get my taunt off. So you slow spawn those rock soldiers and get the taunt off, and then you die super there.
Which was an accident
by Snuffit. The second part.
It's a safe taunt.
So this is a safe taunt.
I fucking did by no cursing on this channel, right?
I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, I did by accident.
You're okay.
It's an accident, and you noticed it.
Yeah, I noticed it while he was doing it. I was like, Joe.
I did it by accident. I was safe taunted.
I was like, you just safe taunted, bro.
Yeah.
What's a safe taunt for those who are listening? And,
all right. So this is an intentional slow spawn.
Okay.
Which will cause a ability to safe taunt. Since I keep this rock soldier alive here, this tile is going to come down and kill him, so I can taunt without having to worry about him charging me.
That's a safe
Otherwise, I would get charged there and probably get hit before I get meter. And then I get my taunt off just before these guys come down. So now I can optimize this 4-hit combo that knocks this guy into the tile for a quicker kill to spawn these guys fast. And then I can standing super to finish everything.
Yep.
So let's watch it in full speed. So 4-hit combo, that's 6 damage, tile is 4 damage, and that's 10 damage for the rock soldier, and super fast.
Right. So before you get into the track fight here, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, we have your tag on YouTube at 4N6. If people want to watch you stream this live, do you have a Twitch channel, and do you have a schedule when you stream this game?
Yeah, I do have a Twitch channel. I don't have a schedule, but I do have a Twitch channel, and I'll probably be streaming in a couple weeks, or like a week and a half from now.
Okay. That'd be early June, guys. Early June 2025.
Yeah. Wasn't a terrible fight.
It was good.
Didn't get the pattern I wanted, but that's fine. Still a good fight.
So is this
my Twitch?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. My Twitch channel is R1_4N6. Same as it's spelled there, just R1_ before it. And you can follow me on Twitch. I will have a live split up and stuff, so for the stream, so you can see like where I'm at in the timer and stuff. So these are some strats by me that Dauntless rock soldier strat coming up.
Yeah, Dauntless top floor is
Dauntless top floor here. So you die super these guys here after that backflip kick uppercut to spawn them out sooner, and then I flip away from the beam, and then backflip kick uppercut that guy over this beam by dive kicking over it. And then I'm going to what's it called? So I grab the pizza, and now this is a nice little strat here. So this backflip kick, full heavy swing, is going to do 6 damage. So since Raph has a unique property with rock soldiers when they're like somewhat off screen, I can get to my so I took damage here, but I got to my heavy swing before I could get knocked back. And then I hit him with the heavy swing. So that's 6. And since they're 10, backflip kick, uppercut, spawns that orange guy out, and he dies with it, while this rock soldier falls into the pit. And then I backflip kick, uppercut to quick spawn these robots.
I just like the slow motion look on the rock soldier's face.
Yeah, I know. They make some funny expressions.
He couldn't take the stress of working for crying.
He couldn't take the stress of working. All right, so now in full motion and full speed. So that spawns robots out, and then I can kill all of them. This is a free room. Very nice.
So what statistically is the longest area or level in the run? Is it this one, or is it the level with Shredder and Krang? Because I know you have the sub-boss
Yeah,
here.
the longest level actually is the level with level 15, is stage 15. It's I think my current IL time is 4 minutes and 5 seconds. It's the only one that's over 4 minutes.
And
this fight
not too bad.
didn't go as I think I died on this fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got punched, and then maybe I didn't die. I had a pretty good recovery there.
You should be okay here.
Yeah, that was a good recovery. It was a previous run that I was thinking of.
Right now,
pretty good recovery there.
Deathless through, what is this? That was level 12, I think?
This runs solid.
So
yeah,
Deathless through 13.
Yeah, Deathless.
Through 13. Holy cow.
All the way till 16. Just spoil.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one death, I believe, on Super Shredder, and I didn't expect him to grab again, and I died. Didn't cost me too much time because I got my taunt off, I believe, but I think it cost me a bit. I lost 28 seconds on the level, but it is very RNG based.
So,
yeah, very RNG based.
How about for a co-op speedrunning question here? When you guys run this and your partner gets knocked down, is it worth saving him for speedrunning purposes, or do you just let him go?
It depends on the stage.
Okay.
If it's a scrolling stage, don't save him. If it's on a boss fight, definitely don't save him. Because you're just unless there's a sequence where you can, and you can't do damage to the boss, like super. Well, I can't say Super Shredder because he'll probably hit you with flames.
Really?
But yeah, it's something.
Actually, don't even save him. We'll get him better.
Yeah, don't even save him. Okay, make him better. So this is a positioning thing here.
Okay.
Yeah, so here, after dive supering them, I don't quick scroll on purpose to get a half scroll on the screen, or like a normal scroll. And it will spawn these two guys out approximately the same time. So
actually, shout out to Lovins for the room before that. Actually, it's like his
Lovin's idea before that.
Yeah, it made this
faster.
Yeah,
to beat that guy up. The first guy up. Yeah, and then since I'm in a certain position, these guys will spawn up in this way, and they'll split spawn like that. But my heavy swing can hit both of them. And then I can just finish them off after the heavy swing. And then now I got my meter. I can dive super them, backflip kick, uppercut, spawn that guy out sooner. And then grab this power pizza. Nice smooth sequencing.
Yep, beautiful.
Knock this guy down, dive super, and then scroll the screen with that. Super. And then I still have a little bit of power pizza left to do that. Yeah. And then full kill on that guy, dive super this guy, slow spawn these guys out because I didn't follow up.
So you can gather them.
So I can gather them much easier. And then that's super. I tried to see if I can get a running standing super with that guy, but I was one hit short. But I was trying something. I probably should just dove super like I normally do, but I was trying to do something really fast.
As a fan of Ninja Turtles, since you said you played Turtles in Time back in the day, is there anything you would have added or changed in this game just based on the game alone? Like a certain character you would have wanted to use that's playable, or anything you'd want to change in this game?
Like I said, the only changes that I would want is for characters to get buffed. Just some buffs. I think the moves and everything is really cool.
Like a lot of new characters are just so slow on bosses.
Some of the new characters, due to the fact that they do.
Slow, yeah.
Oh,
now
really?
This is a perfect fight coming up, and this is Snuffit86's idea to take armor damage on Slash. Found out that when he does Spin Slash and you do an armored attack, that he doesn't hit you with Spin Slash anymore once it hits you once.
Yeah, then you can beat the snuff.
So then you can just start pounding him into the ground.
Yeah.
Beat the snuff out of him, Strat. There you go.
Oh, and this is another thing. This is also a manipulation as well.
Oh.
So this boss fight, in particular, Slash. So these 3 hits are important. You let him get
that out.
Yeah, I found this out.
Okay.
You let him get out of hit stun, and as soon as he gets out of hit stun, now the combo is set.
Yeah, you found the nuance to it.
So if you hit him any more than 3 hits, he will do a shell up, and then he'll go into Spin Slash. But since you did only 3 hits and then let him get out of it, he'll do this pattern every time. So then you do full combo, avoid grab because that's part of the pattern, and then you gain your full meter. And then you want to make them walk out slightly here a bit, so I can get the backflip kick, heavy swing out here in time to get my full combo out.
This is your idea. Yeah.
Yep, this was my idea to two-round him.
So fast. I actually two-round him in my PB too.
He also two-rounds him in the Leo PB.
It's much harder.
We'll watch the full fight as a whole.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is a 20-second fight, and it's a perfect fight. Can't really get any better than this. Perfect amount of meter. 16 hits. Dash attack while he's throwing rock, and then backflip kick, uppercut for finish.
So good.
So very, very clean fight, well executed.
Yeah, well executed, man.
Stage was pretty good overall.
Let's run something.
So yeah, it's a really, really good run. Stages were very clean overall. Little weird mistakes here and there, but
so what, take us through your mind. We'll be like an NBA athlete. What's going through your mind right now? You're at level 15. The clock's at a certain spot. You're feeling confident now?
Oh yeah, because the end game is part of like it's I would say it's probably my best part of the run. Like usually the end game's really hard. A lot of people aren't like great at executing the end game, but we came up with so many strats and we're so practiced that
consistency strats.
So many faster and consistent strats. Yeah, so like for a year I was grinding individual levels and just coming up with all types of optimizations for each room and each part of the game. So that's a little unfortunate, a little time loss.
Usually not good there. It happens, yeah.
So I do this dive super here, and I use this box to make him beam it. Yeah. So yeah, lots of cool little nuanced things.
Yeah, a lot of experience being shown.
These guys got to spread out a little bit. Usually doesn't happen, but that usually doesn't happen either.
You're always like perfect in this room. It's so weird.
that's unusual. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to go at the end there. This is a cool strat here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do the heavy swing here to eat the charge, and then so I don't get knocked down, and then I'm gonna combo him for full damage. And then kill that guy, and then heavy swing. Oh, so now this is another technique, not used often. This is where I use it. This is the second charge technique that is also used. So in your heavy swing, I'm sorry, in your fourth combo, in your fourth attack, if you're holding the fourth attack,
you hold the attack on
the whole time. It will do a instant charge heavy swing. So that's another instance of instant charge heavy.
Call heavy swing bink.
Like, yeah, I call it bink because it gives you the sound.
So like if you ever hear us say like, "Oh, we quick binked them," that's what we mean.
Yeah. We
quick charge the heavy swing.
Yeah, we refer to it as quick bink. But
we appreciate you guys giving us these terms here.
Yeah, I call it heavy swing for people normal people to understand, but
this is between me and you.
Yeah, it's always fun to have stuff like that, though. It keeps it fun. Yeah. Is there ever going to be just a community for the DLC spot? I know, like, has anybody ever tried running that just as fast as they can, the survival mode?
Oh yeah, we have actually survival mode, two-player co-op speedrun. Okay. We didn't put, since survival mode is very RNG based. We didn't put it on the leaderboard.
Yeah, it's just
not many people are really interested in it.
That's what I was just curious.
Easy.
Okay.
But yeah, we do have a speed run of it. We have a two-player speed run of it that we hold the record for, and we have I have the current fastest real time. He has actually the current fastest in-game time, but I
didn't record it.
I don't think he recorded it.
No, I wrote it down though.
Yeah, so current fastest in-game time, and I have the current fastest real time.
Yeah, some I just don't really care about.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, just personal preference. Just was curious, just to see if there was a group for it. Doesn't seem like there's more of a demand for it. But like, do you know when that X-Men game comes out? Because I was gonna say, not X-Men. The Marvel game.
I'm actually very curious.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to where when that game comes out, because I'm pretty sure they said the end of the year, so
Yeah,
it could be anywhere from like, I want to say September maybe, but it's either September or probably November release, I would think. But no new details on it, sadly. But
yeah, that's the one I'm really looking forward to. That one. That one's gonna be awesome, and I hope it
yeah,
doesn't
it looks
kill.
pretty cool. It's like a tag beat 'em up, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is another Power Pizza grab. All right, so this is a this grab in particular.
So how did you figure these out here? Just by watching other videos? Because this is, I want to say, at least the third one.
Yeah, I found this one out by Croonin. I saw him do it since like the first.
Yeah, we saw him do something like it,
or something like it, but it was a little like.
And then I found you could dive kick like after, like uppercut and.
Yeah, you can uppercut and dive
kick.
It's
awesome
after.
to save these pizzas for the boss fights. So like great pickups here, guys.
So you get more power.
Yeah, so we found out that like you can do an action like flying attack or something before you pick it up. So the flying attack keeps its animation, and then you can uppercut and dive kick to cancel out of the flying attack.
So you get to the landing
spot sooner without having to spin.
Right, which would be slower.
Which would be a lot slower, actually.
Yeah, and you would lose damage.
Backflip kick, uppercut, and then dive kick into the room.
So it gives you some more time on your.
And this actually gives you the quick kill for Gnarly.
Yeah.
Other OK mode, it's free. It will automatically kill him as long as you grab the power pizza and just walk into the room. But Gnarly, you have to do this in order for the quick kill to work. So he'll always do that, and then you'll have your meter ready. So you backflip super, and then you can uppercut to finish him if that doesn't kill him.
Crap.
Yep. Uppercut. Sometimes you have to follow up with it.
Sometimes,
but that's actually the fastest kill if he stays grounded.
Yep.
And then this is a perfect shredder fight as well. So it's
the 8-year-old in me would have loved to do what you just did. Especially because it takes forever to die in the arcades and Turtles 2 and Turtles 3, and you got them done in less than 5 seconds.
I love how Tribute Games kind of like, what's it called, the Turtles 2 and Turtles 3 especially.
Exactly.
Turtles 3 and Turtles in Time.
Yep.
They took from all those.
All right, so this fight in particular, very important. Shredder can take up to 6 hits. So I do 6 hits of this. He'll try to counterattack. So I do a double bink here, double quick bink, which is 12 damage.
Yeah, that's maximum.
After my dive super, which is 10 damage, so maximum damage, and then this is meter gain plus maximum damage. So he can take 6 hits. So the bink, and then 1, 2, 3. See how he flashed red, and then 4 you flash red again. He'll shell up here.
Yeah.
So that's on the first part of the round. That's what he'll do. And now this is a very interesting strat. So I do that again, even though I built my meter. I won't have another meter to build, so because I'm gonna kill him with my second one. So I try to do the most damage before he gets half health. So he'll let me do this same sequence to him on this extra little bit of health that he has. So I do the backflip kick, bink to the 4-hit combo string once more, just for maximum damage, and now he'll be half health. So I make him.
I'll give you a mention here. You found that making him burst will prevent him from doing shadow clones.
So yes, so making him burst here. So normally, if you just let him shell up there, he'll just do shadow clones. But if you make him burst, sometimes he punches, which sucks. But
that's RNG. You can't.
That's RNG. You can't really help that. It could have something to do with spacing and stuff too, but I'm not entirely sure. I really don't know. That's the one thing like is mind-boggling when he punches sometimes, but. Make him burst here, and it will reset his RNG. So now he's only gonna do shadow clones at a certain period. So doing this burst is a reset to the shadow clone. So then I can dive super. Now here's another. I didn't mention it before, but you do this in Chrome Dome Fight and stuff like that. Off dive super and off your moves in general. Dive super in particular because it's like a 20 frame. Length to get out of dive super animation. It speeds up your combo dramatically afterwards. So after dive super, it normally it would be a 56 frame combo, I believe, for a 4-hit combo for Raph. and dive super combo speed up, because combo is sped up because of it takes the recovery frames. Dive super combo speed up is 22 frames faster, so it's a 34 frame quick combo here. See how fast that combo was in
Once
particular?
again,
That's a
gnarly
normal
mode.
combo.
Gnarly mode, half his health gone in less than 10 seconds.
Yes,
My God.
this is a 25-second fight.
20.
And now this is an interesting. This is my new strat here.
Okay.
So I also found out after 1, 2, 3, 4 there, I wait for him to get half screen, and I backflip kick this to do the quick bink. So he walks right into it. And now Shredder has, as you can see as I'm slowing it down, he can, this doesn't matter. He doesn't need to stay in hit stun here. It's fine if he gets out of it, because you can do one hit and then get him out of hit stun and then re-hit stun him for some reason, I found out. So this works even if you're a little late on this dash attack. So this combo sequence is beautiful. Like, so you do the dash attack 1, 2, 3, 4, and since you're close to this wall, the fourth attack will hit him on his way over. And then I'm going to flying attack 1, 2, 3, 4 uppercut. Since I'm so close to him, my uppercut can hit without him doing that. Now, since this is a counter move, you can just be in between it. And you won't get hit by anything if you don't, attack him. So then he's going to go into Shadow Clones, but he's not going to have time to go into Shadow Clones because I'm going to kill him with the uppercut here after my flying attack super. So we'll see a full fight in its entirety. And this is a perfect Shredder fight.
I'd say so. Damn. 25 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Near final boss endgame battle on the hardest difficulty.
Yep, die super, quick combo, dash attack, reset, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 uppercut off the backflip kick, and then backflip super uppercut. And then that's Shredder. And now we're on the final stage of the game.
And if anybody's curious, 181 hit combo too, just for funsies on the side too. Why not?
Ah, yes. And the final stage, which are RNG machines, unfortunately. So random number generators is what RNG stands for, or random number generated.
Yeah, a lot of people use that. Thank you. Yeah, I hear that term a lot in the retro gaming community as well.
Yep. So they are completely. I mean, spacing can help start this sequence, but this is completely random. What the statue does after. Mm-hmm. So this spot is particularly safe when doing.
Not even hit by that
smash.
beam he does. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, when doing smash is completely safe if you're in the right spot. So this is the one instance where die super can hit. The statue has to be close close enough in order to hit. So this is one instance where it actually hits. So here I'm doing what's called slash cancel. Founded by Croonin as well. Is on this attack, I do a dash into the wall, and it resets my combo instead of doing a dash attack, which will possibly auto target into death.
You can mess up and dash.
You can mess up and dash, so it's dangerous. So
sliding up into the beam,
you can do it really slow and do it to where you can full combo. But I'm doing dash cancels here in order to the slash cancel here in order to do as much combos and damage as possible. And here I can taunt. I should have killed this guy, honestly. Yep. I really should have. I thought he was glitched because he can get glitched sometimes. And if Krang did a certain pattern, he would have died instantly. But I should have went with my instincts and killed that guy like Levins does.
Part of the reason for your death later on.
Yeah, part of the reason for my death because I'm down some health now.
Yeah. So I noticed no foot soldiers even came out during this entire battle, right? Usually spawn. You didn't even have to deal with the foot soldiers.
Just one instance of foot soldier spawn, which actually screwed up my what's it called? Right. But I killed most of them with dive standing super. So
right. So spoiler alert, I didn't see it, but you already revealed the spoiler. I'm cheering for you to go deathless here, man. I believe in it. I got to see this to believe how this isn't a deathless run. I'm going to see it right here.
It's not a big deal. It did cost me a bit, but You know, it's nice to be deathless if you can get deathless.
Yeah, right. Yeah, deathless.
Just adds to the. But it's not particularly important. Now that move, his dash move to try to grab. Some people, if you're trying to do no damage on Shredder, that move can actually hit you. Like it doesn't hurt you. So, yeah, that move in particular doesn't actually hurt you. It can knock you out of the air and it can knock you down like that. See, it didn't do any damage to me. So, if you're trying to do a no-hit Shredder or no damage Shredder for the achievement, that's something good to know.
I call this when he has his Shredder-gasm. That's the only time you can hit him after he has his Shredder-gasm. You can bop him around.
I got grabbed there, unfortunately. I taunted here. And I got grabbed here. I didn't expect him to grab, and I was a little late, and I died there, so I lost my super.
You were still pretty confident, though, heading into this, right?
Yeah.
With the record?
Absolutely. I saw my splits were really, really strong.
Okay, cool.
I still got decent damage off due to the damage that I did before. It's not going to be enough for the quickest
5-round.
For a 5-round kill or 6-round kill in this set. It's like a 7-round because of the bubble that he did off the grab. Yep, I was 3 damage away. Unfortunately, I couldn't uppercut because I think I super jumped there, which sometimes can stop your flying attack from uppercutting.
Yep.
So right there, real quick, for those who are trying to be new to speedrunning, when can you officially stop the clock on the Shredder's Revenge spot?
Yeah,
Every
so
game's different rules.
stopping the clock. Yeah, so stopping the clock stops when his health bar right there goes down to completely nothing.
Okay.
That's how we time our boss.
That's how we time our boss fights, and that's how we time the end. Okay. And the beginning is when
the bar appears.
The player can move when it comes to the
control. Yeah, because I know Turtles in Time and a couple of the other retro Turtle games have different rules. Okay, so thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, no problem.
And that's it. So
yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the run.
Fantastic, man. Any more goals? Do you see in your brother and yourself maybe doing a Games Done Quick run if they come to your town? Has anybody done that yet? Shredder's Revenge Games Done Quick? I think that'd be pretty cool.
People have done Games Done Quick. I'm not really interested in like going to an event. I like to keep my privacy.
Gotcha.
But
understood.
And
we have our own set of beliefs too.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Understood. So we can find you on YouTube. Your brother, does he also have a YouTube account as well? Feel free to plug
He does have a YouTube account. You can follow him at Snuffit86 on YouTube. At Snuffit86.
Not stream.
He does not stream.
Should I stream?
Should he stream?
Comment down below.
Leave it in the comments. Try to get him to stream. We might even do dual streams at the same time. Who knows?
We'd love to see it.
Yeah, that's the end of the run.
Well, I appreciate your guys' time. Any other words you guys want to say? This is a hell of a run. I appreciate your time, gifting us your knowledge, sharing this gem of a video that's currently the top. This is the currently world record, right?
Yeah, this is the current world record, and it is the most optimized run currently on the speedruns.com website for this game. Yeah, there is only one thing I want to say, and it is above all else, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, I'd be lost. So I recently got, found the truth, and that's all I'm going to say about it. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on, and this is a really fun experience. I hope you all enjoyed the run.
Both of you guys, really quick last question then is
no problem.
Why would let's see here, for somebody who hasn't done this, like why would you encourage someone to play Shredder's Revenge and to try giving it a speed run?
Oh well, a lot of reasons to try to speed run it. It's one, I find it really fun, especially if you're a character specialist like we are for Raph and Leo. It can be really fun to explore the strategies for the character.
Splinter.
Yeah, I would love to see a Splinter run. I would love to see other characters, even the lower tier characters. I would very much love to see a speed run of those characters pushed to their potential. Like that's like I'm not gonna run every character. I only have a couple characters.
It takes a lot of time too.
Because it does take a lot of time. And I personally only want to run Mona. They're the 2 S tiers, and I believe that they should have, equal optimized speed runs for all the S tier characters. So I want to see more characters, though. I would love to watch those characters get explored and find some cool stuff. Splinter and April are both A tiers. They're very strong, very fun to watch too. I find them. I would find them the most fun to watch. He also holds the April Gnarly world record as well, but it's a little.
It's a new patch.
Yeah, it's a little old, and it was just as new patch
so
game. So it was a little wonky, and never really got used to the new strategies that you would have to implement. But
dive super beam.
It's close to sub hour, which is pretty impressive for his first go through on the patch.
New patch, without even practicing.
Yep, without practicing the patch. It's very impressive.
And there's just so much variety here too. I mean, you can do 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, 4 player, up to 6 of your buddies. Well, you and 5 others can put up a speedrun, right? There's a 6 player category on that speedrun.com, right?
Yep.
So there
is a 6 player. There's up to 6 players. So any good players that want to do those characters, we can do an optimized 6 player run if you guys want. I'm down for it.
You can make your own Avengers team pretty much and have the Avengers of Shredder's Revenge speedrunning all at the same time. My God, would that be awesome?
Control the chaos within those runs. It'd be pretty cool.
Exactly. Oh gosh.
So get good, mother.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. This has been a blast, guys. I appreciate you both very much. This video will go up later this Memorial Day holiday weekend. I'm going to label this a tutorial because this is pretty much a great guide for anybody. Even if you're not speedrunning the game and you just want to do a casual playthrough, a 1 credit clear. These strats here are going to help you build your confidence, get your reps in, and have a good time. So any other final words? Like you already said, praise the man upstairs. We appreciate that here too. Yeah, if that's it, this will close our little tutorial video, and be sure to stop by this guy's channel, peeps.
Yep.
Every 2 weeks.
Shout out to the TMNT community as well. Quad, who runs a lot of other TMT games. He's also a moderator for the site. He said he was inspired to get back into this game, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
So that'd be really cool to have him part of the crew. Shout out to Lovins, of course, Croonin, Doug, Speedruns, and who else? Am I missing it? Oh, and Lovins, Eddie Lovins' brother, Jake Lovins. Jake. Congratulations on the new baby, and I hope you're enjoying watching these runs. As you did. They hold the 2-player record, by the way. Yeah. So very optimized.
Yeah, it's very good.
They hold it with Mikey and Raph. Mikey's actually higher tier in 2-player because of his standing super, and he has great frame data. So very exciting to watch. I highly recommend that. They really push the limits to 2-player. Though Raph and Mona are probably the top team in 2-player because Mona's a monster, and she has a standing super that is above and beyond what anybody can imagine. If you know what she can do with her, if you know what we can do with her, she's definitely gonna be the top. She's actually the top, even more than Raph for the 2-player category, because you can't not run her now because
they're running strats.
But
they're running their strats, and
their strats are really good, very optimized.
Yeah, they took it really far.
They pushed the limits very far under sub 55. Yeah. I think it's a 53 something.
Good strats, high DPS, fun to watch.
High DPS, very fun to watch. Decimating bosses.
Yeah, sick.
Very awesome. But yeah, shout outs to all them. Shout outs to everybody that comes to my streams. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hope to see you all soon.
Thanks for being
thanks Shellanomics.
Well, thank you
Shellanomics.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Appreciate you. Thank you guys for just I just love it. It's just great just seeing people sharing your strats. I mean, it's very nice that you're not keeping these secret, which is why I've been a fan of speedrun.com since day one when I've joined, networking with you guys, checking them out in the forums. And like you guys say, you can check out our buddy here on YouTube, Twitch, also on speedrun.com. Drop him a follow there, help him get some more recognition. All he wants to do is help you guys. He already told you here. You guys have any questions, he's got the answers. He'd be more than happy to help you. And he's also interested in learning too. If you got something you want to show him, drop it, let him know. So
yeah. If you guys come up with strats too, you can take mine and come up with your own off. Bounce ideas off me. I'll bounce ideas off you. So it's part of the fun for me, to be honest with you. That's the most fun thing to me for speedrunning is networking, getting people involved, and coming up with strats. It doesn't get more fun than that. It's more fun than that than actually executing the speedrun itself, which is also fun. Obviously, it's,
of course,
it's exciting. It's exciting. Especially streaming now. It's exciting. Providing some entertainment for people. So. Yeah, appreciate everything, man. This is awesome. I would definitely do this again.
Sounds good. Alrighty, guys, that's it.